Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Sauce. It's the backup channel backing Celeb up and bringing you all the breaking news. The other day, the Queen Bee, aka Beyonce, did a concert in Dubai, and now she's getting a whole lot of backlash because a whole bunch of her fans are like, listen, you violated because Dubai is not LGBTQ friendly. I don't care whether they give you $20 million to perform, you still should not have performed in Dubai. In reference to the concert, one person on social media wrote, quote, "No beef, but I'm struggling to understand why Beyonce, who has $500 million, would accept $20 million to make her debut performance of the Renaissance album, a record which lifts heavily from the queer community in Dubai, a country where LGBT rights aren't recognized," end quote. Listen, I'll tell you exactly why Queen Bee, who has $500 million in the bank, took the 20 mil. It's because you don't get $500 million in the bank without taking a little 20 mils along the way. Now, another person came through on social media and wrote, quote, "The fact that Beyonce has turned her back on more than half of her fan base and performed in Dubai, which is known for heinous anti-LGBTQIA laws, is insulting and infuriating. If she doesn't donate her millions to causes, then she's more diluted than I thought," end quote. I wonder if this dude donated his last paycheck to a cause. Well, anyway, another person who weighed in on Beyonce's decision to perform in Dubai was Bev Jackson, the co-founder of the LGB Alliance. Jackson basically said, "Beyonce is a huge icon for the gay community, and it's very disappointing that she chose to do a lucrative concert in a place like Dubai where same-sex acts are a criminal offense." Listen, I get it. Somehow Beyonce has become an LGBTQ icon. However, Beyonce is not Rosa Parks. She's not Marsha P. Johnson. She's not a civil rights leader. Beyonce is a R&B singer, and all she is doing her job. Let that woman live. Now, I know what you're out there thinking. You're thinking, nah, sis, you wrong. Because with great singing comes great responsibility. I mean, does it? Or even better yet, should it? I mean, honestly, let's keep it real. Let's make it make sense. Beyonce, as well as all of these other little artists out here, perform in the United States all the time. And guess what? The United States has laws on the books which criminalize being black. But I don't hear nobody out there talking about Beyonce shouldn't be performing in Louisiana. Listen, people, do you realize that during this past election day that just passed in 2022, 5 states voted on whether or not to keep slavery on the books? Alabama, Oregon, Tennessee, and Vermont all decided we're going to remove the slavery. However, Louisiana was like, we're keeping the slavery. Because you never know when we're going to need a little extra cotton. So I'm saying all of this to say that, yeah, Dubai might be bad when it comes to the LGBTQ rights. However, that check that she just collected over there ain't no different than the check she collects when she's over here. Alright, since we're talking about Bey, we might as well keep it in the family and talk about Jay too. Recently, Jay-Z sued photographer Jonathan Mannion over claims that the photographer was profiting off of his name and his image and likeness without his permission. Now, in case you didn't know, Mannion was the photographer behind some of Jay-Z's most iconic album covers, which included Reasonable Doubt Volume 2, It's a Hard Knock Life, and The Blueprint. Well, apparently, this dude has some old photographs of Jay from back in the day, and he was selling the photos on his website. Now, when Jay saw the photos, Jay was like, nope, not today. You not getting ready to get paid off of me. And he took this dude to court. In the original lawsuit, Jay-Z accused Mannion of making, quote, "an arrogant assumption that because he took those photographs, he can do with them as he pleases," end quote. The complaint also added, quote, "It's ironic that a photographer would treat the image of a formerly unknown black teenager, now wildly successful, as a piece of property to be squeezed for every dollar it can produce. It stops today," end quote. In response to Jay-Z's complaint, Mannion's attorney asked Hove to respect his client's First Amendment rights to sell fine art prints of his copyrighted works. Mannion's attorney said, quote, Mr. Mannion has created iconic images of Mr. Carter over the years and is proud that these images have helped define the artist that Jay-Z is today. Mr. Mannion has the utmost respect for Mr. Carter and his body of work and expects that Mr. Carter would similarly respect the rights of artists and creators who have helped him achieve the heights to which he has ascended. End quote. Well, this little case was scheduled to go to trial in March. However, now it appears both sides have reached an agreement and they've decided to settle outside of the court. After the settlement was reached, Mannion went online and posted an old picture of him and Jay with a caption that read, quote, "SAG season continues. Blessings and huge respect to the greatest to ever do it. It has been a true honor and privilege to create images with you over the years, Jay. Picture by my brother, the incredible @Kodak Lens." End quote. I don't know, when it comes to like people's pictures and stuff, it's mad weird now that everybody has cell phones and they could just be snapping pictures all the time. I liked it back in the days when I knew who had my photo and I was comfortable with that. Now anybody can just snatch your picture off of the internet and use it for whatever. I mean, it's weird. But what do you think about this situation? Is Jay right for trying to shut this dude down? Or should this dude be able to use his pictures seeing that he's the one that took them in the first place? Let me know what you think in the comments. Hey yo, check it out. Why did TMZ spot your man's Kanye with his new wifey in a Beverly Hills mall going on a shopping spree inside Balenciaga? Not only that, my man was rocking a Third Reich t-shirt with a coat of arms on it that the Nazis supposedly used before they started using the swastika. Listen, today is Holocaust Remembrance Day, so I really don't have time for this nonsense, and I want everyone to remember to be kind, be tolerant, and be loving towards others. However, I mean, we all know that like Kanye is off, but now this is confirmation that the chick is off too, because there ain't no way in the world that I'm gonna be rolling with some dude walking around like it's all good and he has on a Nazi t-shirt. That's crazy. That's like me walking around in the mall with my man and he's got on a whole KKK hoodie and the whole nine. And I'm walking around like, yeah, babe, I like this Birkin bag. Do you think we can buy this Birkin bag? Thanks, babe. You're the best. Hey yo, you can miss me with that because that is absolutely nuts. Hey yo, on to the next story. The other day while DJ Akademiks was doing his live stream, a woman, which some people say is his girlfriend, smashed him in the face with a raw egg and then walked off angrily. Now, after he got yoked in the face with the egg, he just sat there wiping egg off his face. She ain't say nothing, he ain't say nothing, and now I'm wondering, do you think that Akademiks has like a blue face situation going on in the crib? Is he getting jacked up by wifey? Let me know what you think in the comments. Hey yo, check it out. This week, Sotheby's is going to auction off 23 pairs of exclusive Notorious B.I.G. Air Jordan 13 sneakers for hip-hop's 50th anniversary. The auction is part of a collaboration with the late rapper's Memorial Foundation, and the special edition kicks were originally made in 2017 to commemorate B.I.G.'s 45th birthday. But these kicks have been under lock and key. They've been in the vault. I mean, you can't just roll up to Foot Locker and get these sneakers, because these sneakers are special. The black and red Christopher Wallace Jordans are limited editions that even have a few of Biggie's bars on the shoe. For example, on one tongue, it has the rapper silhouette and it says, "It was all a dream." However, on the other tongue, it says, "If you don't know, now you know." Listen, what I really want to know is how much these darn sneakers are going to sell for at auction. There's only 23 pairs, and I mean, people might want them. So they might pay high prices. Let me know what you think in the comments. How much do you think that the Biggie Jordans are going to get at auction? Now check it out. On Sunday night, Trippie Redd performed at Rehab in Richmond, Virginia, but his fans aren't happy because they allegedly had to wait outside the venue for hours. And then once they got inside the spot, they had to wait even longer for Trippie to finally show up just to do 3 or 4 songs. According to people who were at the spot, the fans were not happy and they were starting to get mad angry, so when the DJ started doing the warm-up set before Trippie came on, they started chanting refund and they started booing the promoters. Listen, Trippie was supposed to get on that stage at 10 p.m. and my man didn't start rhyming until 3 a.m. in the morning, and by that time, everybody in the crowd was tired and most of the people were not feeling your boy. When talking about the concert, one person on Twitter wrote, quote, Trippie Redd at concert in Richmond was absolutely ASS, end quote. Another person wrote, quote, I don't know what happened at Trippie Redd concert in Richmond, but waiting in the freezing cold and waiting till 3 a.m. for him to show up was not the move, end quote. Another person came through and wrote, quote, at Trippie Redd made us wait 2 hours in the rain and cold, then 3 hours in the venue listening to a ish DJ just to walk off after playing 3-4 songs in Richmond, end quote. Well, as of yet, Trippie Redd has not responded to the backlash, and the promoters do not appear to be giving back any refunds. So all of the people who waited out there for 5-6 hours just to hear Trippie do 2-3-4 songs, you are out of luck. Listen, I gotta tell you, I think that is jacked up that Trippie did that, and I think it's sad that a lot of these artists do not respect their fans. I'm like, listen, these people are paying good money to see you. You need to give them the best show that you can possibly do. But that's why I appreciate groups like the Fugees, like DMX, like Wu-Tang, because when they put on a show, they really put on a show. I mean, you get your money's worth. You walk out of that concert sweating like you were actually up there performing, because one, they make you feel it, and then two, they're actually up on that stage doing their jobs. And you know what? It's not even about jumping up and down and doing a rah-rah, because Jill Scott could stand in one place with the microphone and tear the whole arena down. Listen, let me know who the best person you saw in concert was. Let me know who did their thing on stage, who's putting in that work. And also, let me know who's out there tripping like Trippie, so I don't make a mistake and buy a ticket to that concert. Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celebrity news. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.